Guess I could do my 2020 gun collection. Well, I'll actually separate them now. I got enough pistols or guns where I could not do one long ass video that nobody will watch. I'll do 3 different videos that no one watches. But it's my 2025 because I'm doing it in 26 now, like you're technically supposed to do. Ironically, I got more pistols than I have rifles now, which is weird because I got rid of 2 rifles this year. You'll see that in the rifle collection, which is lack thereof this year. But I did get a bunch of pistols, or get some pistols, and these are my 2025 gun collection. Here we go. I start with my EDC. This is the Echelon 4.0C. Clear, nothing in the chamber. My EDC, this is obviously the equivalent to a Glock 19. As you see my little P hanging off, this is the smallest gun I can go. Maybe the 48, but this is pretty much the smallest I can go. It's a Glock 19 size, Echelon 4.0C size. I like the gun. Only thing I got on here is a light. I don't have a dot yet. Springfield, even though I filled out all the information that they could send me my mags and all this stuff in the 12 weeks, well, it's been almost a year, and they ain't sending me shit yet. But that was a whole scam. That whole, you get a free bag and a free cheap ass optic and you get some mags. I ain't got none of that yet, and it's been over a year. But hashtag Springfield Armory. Not really a fan of the U-notch, getting used to it. Didn't like the ambidextrous safety. Took it off, got either, I think it's a Strike Industry or Tyrant Defense might be, extended mag release. I thought that my issue was the mag release when I was pulling out my holster off body carry, but it really wasn't the magazine. I mean, it really wasn't that. It was just I needed to cut out area for the lip for the old mag release. But I changed that. And that's pretty much it. I do like the Echelon. It is a good gun. I shoot it better than the Glock. It is what it is. Olight Mini. No optic yet. Still getting used to shooting no optics, but this is my EDC right now. I like the gun. I shoot good with it. I'm a dot with it 10 yards, up to 10 yards out. And here she goes. Only thing I didn't like, or I had to get used to, was this. The reset. It's not forced like a Glock, you know. Other than that, there's no issue. I got used to that, but it was something I had to get used to. I just learned how to properly shoot a Glock, and then with the trigger and holding the wall, and then this gun, it's like, well, the Glock forces you to reset. This doesn't. So you got to know when to reset it. Springfield, I'm learning that another gun does that too a little bit. But yeah, this is my EDC. I like it, 4.0C. I probably will get a full size eventually when they come down in price, because you shouldn't pay more than $500 for this gun. You shouldn't. So hopefully those come down a little bit more. Hashtag Springfield, they don't send you none of your magazines or any of the stuff that you're supposed to get with the gun. I was supposed to get 5 mags and a bag and optic. I ain't getting none of that. It's been over a year. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, this is my Springfield Echelon 4.0C. Yes, they milked it. They dropped the 4 1/4, then they dropped this, and then they dropped the 4 1/4 comp, then they dropped this comp, and then they're gonna drop the 4 1/4 comp, blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's what gun companies do. They milk the product instead of giving the consumers what they want from the jump. All with this being able to have the little thing, the trigger being the gun, not the lower or the upper. It should have been a lot simpler and a lot more customizations. Not a lot of aftermarket products for this. I guess you got High Defense, got some stuff, and maybe Strike Industries, but other than that, it's not that a lot of aftermarket products for it, which I don't really need nothing aftermarket. This is my carry gun, so I'm not going to really aftermarket it. I did think about getting Icarus lower for it, but then if you get the Icarus lower, you can no longer use your 15 round mags that come with it. It's just too much of a headache to deal with all that. Like, man, like, no. I do like that other grip that makes it like a 1911 shape grip. I do like that one. Maybe if I get the full size, I might do that, but I'm gonna keep it a buck because it's my concealed carry gun. So there's that. My old concealed carry gun, which is my first gun, is the Glock 19X. Obviously, everybody know what that is. I got the Olight Mini with the green dot on it. Nothing changed on this. The stippling is whatever this shit is about to start putting. So I'm gonna end up getting this customized and getting a stipple eventually soon. That was pretty much it. It's a Glock 19X. It's Glock 45 almost. Same thing. My first pistol. Bought it used, even though I could have bought it cheaper, brand new if I used Blue Label. Wasn't thinking at the time, but yeah, this is my old EDC. To me, the Glock 45, Glock 19X, Glock 47, those are the perfect Glocks. They just are full-size bottom, smaller 19 grip, 19 size slide. To me, it's the perfect gun for both worlds, for concealed carry, for duty carry, for all that. It does it all. My favorite Glock. It's little, another one. This is a Glock 47, technically, but it's the same shit. This is my Gucci Glock. It's a Glock 47 lower, even though it's a 43 or 45. Still, 19 bottom. Full size bottom, 19 top. Same exact thing. I got my Zafaria Precisions. This gun was a headache for me to get together and get it working, get it running. If you watch any of my videos, a lot of, not upgrades, but I got the tie defense. I got the tie defense trigger with the Glock Performance trigger. No, this is a tie defense trigger shoe with the Glock Performance trigger in here. So only thing that's not stock with the trigger is the shoe. Everything else is a Glock Performance trigger in here. I got the Zafaria Precision with their blowhole, is what they call it. It's a comp, but it's a blowhole. This gun was a headache. It's probably still not gonna fire properly. I got the higher heightened sights, suppressor height sights on it. Just a silly object that I just got this back in the mail because the first one kept cutting off. I did the little stupid thing where you cut it off, take the battery out, work 24 hours. That shit didn't work, so I ended up sending it back, and Siley did send me this one. I just shot this today for a little bit. Not really much because I was trying to focus on other things, but I'm eventually probably going to get rid of the Siley off this gun because it's a Gucci Glock and I got a Siley on it. But yeah, this gun, probably over $1,000 into it. Lower came from Glock Store. Upper obviously came from Zafaria Precision. My TR-01 that don't really supposed to be on this gun, but I'm just got it here for now. The trigger is beautiful with that. Trigger is amazing now. Keep changing the shoe, but keeping the Glock Performance parts, like I forgot the way you call it. Keeping that makes this gun damn near perfect. The trigger perfect, put it that way. Oh, I also did get this. I just got this. This is the grip angle changer. Makes it more of a 1911 kind of sort of feel of a grip. I just bought that because I'm like, I want to see how that is, how I like it or not. Not sure yet. I haven't really diagnosed this gun yet. I will probably Loctite this optic on and sight it in and then go back and then really test it out again because there was a couple double misfeeds, which I've been good with this. Zafaria Precision, Zafaria, whatever you want to call yourself, you're still trash because my spring that come with this gun, it broke. And I didn't even shoot the gun when it broke. It just broke when I was dry firing. They were supposed to send me another one and all that stuff. They told me to on Facebook, fill out this paperwork, email this person, do all that. You still have not done it yet. So every time I'm on Facebook, I troll your page because you didn't send me my thing that broke. Not even shooting it. It broke just dry firing it and trying to see why it was so sticky. Just doing that and shooting, it broke. So I had to buy my own. Ironically, everything I did to this gun, there were backwards things too. So I got it running smooth by adding the, oh yeah, my bad. I do forget something I did add. I did add, I'm not gonna flag myself. I did add this tungsten guy rod, the gold one. It was $80. I did add that, but I bought it for this, and then I got it running smooth with that in there. But then once I put the blowhole on, it was working no more. So I had to take out that and put a lighter spring. And so it's like, rob Peter to pay Paul. You do one thing, you gotta do another thing to counter it. So now I have another OEM or regular Glock, like a standard factory lock spring in here. But without the blowhole, I need the tungsten. That's just weird how that shit works. So yeah, I had to buy my own guide rod, the blowhole, The threaded barrel came with the upper for $400. The lower was like $350 at the Glock store. Light is obviously $150. Silly optic is $200. The height and sights were like $50. And yeah, and that's what it is. And I think this piece was right here to make the grip angle change, and more. It's supposed to be a cushion thing, but it changes the grip angle. That's what it does. That was like another $35. You could add, say, $50 with the shipping and handling. So this gun got over 1,000 into it. If I probably should have waited and not have been patient. I did want to build my own pistol, but I probably, like, there was a Taran Tactical Glock that came in for 2,000. I could have probably offered a guy like 15, 16, 100 for it. If I would have saw other options, I would have probably waited. This is what stopped me from going off and just getting something that's way more expensive, which I was going to get, Staccato, but at the HD. This stopped me from doing that, building this out, saying I'm going to build my own gun, take my time, get it to run right, instead of just throwing almost $3,000 on a freaking gun, or $4,000, or whatever. But yeah, this is my Gucci Glock. There she blows. Glock 47, a.k.a. Glock 45, Glock 19. Well, the bottom is registered technically as a 47, but it's a 45, a.k.a. 19X. Next gun, this is my T-Sauce. I don't shoot this that much. My first 1911 double stack. This is me getting into the 1911 game. I should have waited on this. Yeah, I did want a cheap 2011 to start off with and get into the game, but it doesn't feel like a 2011 at all. It feels like a double stack 19. This double stack 1911. But I'll say, out of all the things, I don't regret buying it. I probably should have just waited. This gun, out of the box, which is the lower tier of 2011, so-called, it worked. It worked better than some Springfield Prodigies. It works better than the Apollo 19s. It works better than some of the Garrisons. The guns that are in a higher class of lower mid-range 2011s have issues out of the box. You've seen all the YouTube videos about it. This gun shoots and it works. So it is what it is. Does it feel like a 2011? It does not. But technically, it is a double stack 1911, and out of all the double stack 1911s that are cheap, this shit runs, this shit works, this shit is good. I just don't shoot it no more because I want a real 2011. But yeah, and I kind of disappointed too because when I bought a QBO tactical holster to go with it, really nice, but they didn't put the part for the light, the TRL, so that kind of discouraged me. But I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of this if I can. I don't know. I live in New York, so I got to get it to somebody else in law enforcement or print some mags or whatever. I don't know what to do, but I like the gun. It shoots, it works. I would use it in home defense. I use it in the house. I would use it if I went to some type of competition. Like, it's a good gun. Yeah, I could put $500 into it, get a better trigger, change the grip angle, all that stuff, but I'd rather just buy me a better, nice 2011. There's that. Here is my one new buy of 2025. All metal Smith & Wesson. Still getting used to it. I bought this gun for $800. Maybe that only because it had the light and it had that, and it was all there one day at the gun show. I did want an all metal gun. This happened to be there at the gun show. This is the first time I was at my gun show where I actually had my personal permit, where I didn't have to put guns on my back. So I'm like, freak it, kill some birds with one stones. I was thinking about obviously doing what everybody else does to these and getting a new trigger, but I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna learn how to shoot this gun with the stock trigger because it's not bad. I mean, it's spongy and weird. Like, it's a bunch of take up. Holy crap! Look at that take up. Boom. But it's still not that bad. Like, 'cause I shot the competitor, which is a step above this, I guess, with the cuts and the slides and all that. And I shot that like a dot with iron sight. So I don't know if I need to actually upgrade this trigger to where everybody will get to get the same one that's just for this gun. Maybe, maybe not, but I'm going to learn how to shoot this gun and this trigger. That's the only thing that sucks too about having all these damn pistols. Every gun shoots differently. Every trigger pull is a little bit different. So you probably shouldn't be training with all these guns at once, because I'll be trying to get used to something, and then, you know, things happen and you forget, or you forgot you got to hold this gun this way, hold that gun that way. Obviously, holding a Glock is different than holding anything because the shitty has grip angles. But I like this gun. I enjoy this gun. The next gun on the list would be none other than what I did buy this year. That thing was loaded. I got this My first 45 ACP. I thought my first would be a 1911, but it's not. It's this instead. I bought this from the fire store. They had a police trade-in. I could have bought it brand new Glock Gen 5 with MOS and all that stuff. Probably paid like $6 with everything out the door. But I didn't. I went with a used one because I really only bought it to put it in my chassis. My chassis is supposed to work for the Glock 20 and the Glock 21, but for whatever reason, it's not working properly with this. But this gun was kind of beat up with this was all like rubbed in, and I had to put, that's why I got the tape on it. But like, it was like, the whole gun was only like $380 with tax. But so like I was saying, I was better off just getting, but it's my first Gen 4 or whatever with the finger groove, so I didn't mind it. But I bought it for a purpose, and that purpose is not, what it's doing. I do want to get this suppressed because 45 ACP comes subsonic. So that was the goal, to have this in the chassis with it suppressed to be the home defense gun, but that's not working. So I got to figure out something else. I do like this as a home defense gun. I do like the 45 ACP round. I just started using it. Demcats, he been rocking his 45 ACP for 20 years now on YouTube, and it made me want to get one because he carries this gun. I think 45 ACP has a purpose for indoors. It's a slow fat bullet. I wouldn't carry it outside, but I think it has a purpose indoors. And the fact that you can suppress it and make it subsonic is also a plus. But again, this gun was used, police trading, for like I said, it came to under $400 with everything. I did buy a threaded barrel for it, which I don't think is all that great. The one I got, when I was shooting, it was way stiffer with that in there, and it definitely can't fit into the chassis. So I don't know. I'm probably going to get an original Glock threaded barrel for it, maybe. Hopefully I can find one of those at a decent price and suppress it. My goal for 2026 is to get this gun suppressed. That is my goal. To get this, with all the bullshit stuff I got to deal with in New York to get it done, even though Leo. But yeah, my Glock 21, 45 ACP. And last but not least, its brother. I'm keeping it in the chassis, so I'm not taking it out. This is this is the Glock 21. Glock 21, 10 mil. This is what was supposed to be in the chassis. This was supposed to be switch places, so I could actually, because this is a Gen 5 MOS, I could put an optic on it. But if you use it in the chassis, you can't put an optic on it. So that was the thought process. Was I'm gonna get this, throw that in here, make it for a home defense gun. Keep, light, suppress it, but you can't suppress it with this on. I wasn't thinking all the way through, but I like this gun in here. Honestly, this will be if I go hunting. This is the pistol I would carry with me the days I go hunting. But outside of that, it'll stay in the chassis, and I'll probably have to get a new chassis just for this one. I'll get something different though, more compact, not all bulky like this one. But yes, I have a Gen 5 Glock 20 and a Gen 4 Glock 21, 10 mil, 45 ACP. Like I said, I went Glock. I'm probably going to get another 45 ACP, and it's going to probably be 1911 most likely when I get another one. But yeah, that should be my gun collection. 7 pistols. I bought 2 this year. I bought the Smith & Wesson, and I bought the Glock 21 this year. Hopefully I'll get me another 1911. If I don't get rid of that one, I'll just have that and never shoot it again. But yeah, that's the collection for pistols. I always thought guys who got like 15, 20 pistols was retarded. But in New York, I kind of understand it. And then learning what you like and what you don't like, what triggers you like, what triggers you don't like, and hand size, all that matters when picking a pistol. I know I can't go smaller than what I carry, or a Glock 19. I carry the Echelon 40C. I can't go smaller than that. So, if I'm doing it, it'll be a 48, and that's pushing it still. But yeah, I used to carry a Glock 29. I love that gun, but it was too small. My fingers was both pinky and the next finger was hanging off the gun. So I'm not really about carrying small or mid-sized guns. I love the 45 to me is the best gun. Full size grip, 19 size slide. That's to me the best situation to go with. But I'm actually first time separating my pistols from the rest of my gun collection because I have enough to do a video just on that. And it was retarded doing every gun all in one video, especially when nobody watched it. But yeah, that's my 2025 pistol collection. I don't even know if I should count technically my AR pistols because I do have two more of those. All right.